to repair this. So, I got a new wire.
Hi guys, Chanity Lifestyle here. So today I'm going to be working on this my electric cooker. Like, I didn't know it was so easy to repair this electric cooker, and I wasted a lot. Before now it was my husband that used to repair it, but he traveled, so I took it to an artisan electrician to work on it, and the guy charged me so much, I think almost 6,000 if no more, just to do some wire connecting. I'm going to show you in the video where he just connected a wire and it was short, and that was all I just needed to do. But at this point it was short, so that was why I had to go get a new wire. Mind you, this man knew that that wire was short, but he still used it like that. He didn't go to get a new wire or whatever, and still charged me a lot. So decided that okay, I'm going to work on it myself, because I'm a very handy woman. You know, I do carpentry work, electrical work, even plumbing sometimes. I do medicine work. You know, as long as you can learn that stuff, I can do it. That's just the kind of person I am. And that was how I even learned my peanut business, from this YouTube. Added my own flavor, and it's going places. And most time I don't like waiting for a man before I do some stuff. Okay, so I just do it myself. And opening this stuff, and I got to realize that this man did nothing. He didn't change anything, because my husband used to work on it, so I know how the inside was. You get? So I got to find out that why the wire was short, because after he worked on it, the wire was short, was because the wire just cut and he dragged it to join it together. Joining it together, he used only black sellotape. So now I know why it started shocking few days after he worked on it, and packed up 1 week after he worked on it. Putting this thing now, I now got to realize that the people that did it from the factory or wherever it was manufactured, when mixing it, because the heat, you know, the normal wire they use for working, for electrical work, is not the same wire they use for this electric stove. Okay, it's a different wire on its own. So you need to go and buy particular one that they use for electric stove. Okay, so I now found out that this wire, because whenever you're using it to cook, the wire is so hot. That's why sometimes this wire comes with a very thick coating in it. It's not like the normal coating that other wires have, and because you can, so that it can absorb the heat. And the wire also comes with this cover that is also heat resistant. Like you can see this new wire, but it has its own cover. After this stuff packed up, then I was calling him like he can work on it. He said he traveled for Xmas. I called him in like the space of 1 week. I thought he was going to come back. He said after Xmas. After Xmas, he said it was after New Year. So I said okay, it's time to do this thing. I'm a very, how should I say it? I know how to open stuff right from when I was a kid. I know how to repair stuff. So I opened it. When I opened it up, lo and behold, this man did not change anything. The only thing he did was one wire that cut that he joined together, and that was why it was short that time. I was so angry, and I told myself, so this is something I could do. I thought it was something big. I went and gave this guy this kind of money, and I said okay, no problem. So I decided that okay, let me see if I can fix it myself. I opened it. When I opened it up, and I saw that okay, this wire is not good. It has a lot of patch inside it. So I went ahead to get a new wire. That was the wire I showed you the first, and this one that is lying on the floor here, right? The wire comes with the rubber that covers it and everything. So now opening the wire, because I need to remove this coating, or should I say this cover of the old wire, before I can now be able to remove that iron and now work inside the ring. That's the burner inside, right? So I now found out that as I was removing this black sellotape, you know, this black sellotape is heat resistant. There is another thing that was used to wrap it for the black sellotape. Okay, I went to where I bought this wire again, and I asked them, I browsed about it, and they said it's silicone something that they used. So this was wire that cut. So this wire was touching together and was now shocking, right? I just needed to change some few things. Really don't even need to change. I just needed to just maybe join the new wire to this. But no, I said I am going to change the wire entirely, like remove it from the, you know, from the socket, put in the new one that I got. So instead of using those ones that have a lot of patches on the body, but because the new one is going to be short for where I'm going to have to socket it to the wall, so I had to add at the beginning. Okay, I had to add at the top, at the end, you understand? But what happened was, when I went back and I was talking about the silicone, nobody had it. But one man sent me to somewhere where they do work on iron, electric cooker, and a lot of stuff, and he said I should go to that place, that the man would have something like that. When I went there, I noticed that this man had black sellotape on his table and masking tape. So that was why I now said okay. The man now said, well, if you cannot do it, bring it for me to do it. I remember my first experience. I said I'm not going to do that same thing again. So I got to realize that if you put, only when you're working on this stuff, if you put, you know, when you join two wires together, then you use black sellotape to wrap that exposed parts, okay? But when it is this electric stove, don't use only black sellotape. If you use black sellotape, the heat is going to melt the black sellotape fast. We all know that the sellotape is actually heat resistant, but still. So what you do is you use your masking tape first, wrap that place before you now use your black sellotape. It's been 1 month plus since I did mine, and I'm so happy I did it. I am so happy I did not give it out. Seriously, I hope you were watching what I was doing. You were not listening to story, because the part before this part, you know, when I was removing it and now and then when I'm putting it, is the important part in all these videos. You better focus and learn, not just provoke me this year. From here you can see that it is 4 face that is attached to the ring, but one is not attached to anything. That white one that you just wrap on that red wire. So I did not touch that part. I just removed the first one, inserted the new one. You're just going to be very careful. Use something sharp, something, you know, should I say, that can pierce, and just open that place. It's very easy to repair this thing. Like, it's annoying that I wasted so much on repair for this stuff, and it's just something I could do. Just get the new wire. You fix it inside there when you remove the old one, right? So now if you look very well, you will see that there's somewhere where 2 red wires were joined together. That wire there, that white wire is were joined together, was joined together with the other red wire. So what I just do is that new wire that I bought, this one is black. I've removed that red one that was short, that is at this other side, right? So now I'm going to fix that black one. So when I fixed it, I just made a cut, a little cut around somewhere close down of the wire, of the black wire, and brought that red one and rolled it round that black one side that I opened. Okay, and I was done. It's so easy to make this. It's so easy to work on this thing, and I'm so shocked that I wasted so much money on this. Please don't forget to use your plier and tighten it just like I did in the video. Okay, when you insert it, you tighten it very well to lock it in. Okay, so here now you can see that I've attached this red one to the black one, and I've used this masking tape, I believe masking tape, to wrap it. Then I'll now use my black tape to wrap it. Problem solved. So I've now fixed back everything. I've tightened back the head, so now it's time to run it. Let's see if our work worked. And you can see every of the ring is on except that white one that we did not plug. You remember I told you about that, right? Oh, I'm so happy. Like, this made my day. That day I worked on this made my day. I did not even know that I could talk for straight 8 minutes. I didn't even want to make this voiceover. I was confused. I was telling myself that I will not be able to make this voiceover. It's too long, but here we are. So I just used tester to test it if there's current on this wall, because this is where it used to shock me, and there was none. Oh, so I've taken it to the position inside the kitchen where I used to keep it and use it, and turned off the light so you can see that it is working. I fixed back the glass and everything. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also give me a thumbs up so that others can get to see my videos as well. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye bye.